What's up, gang? What's going on? What's the deal, everybody? What's up, Zoom? What's going on, Eddie? Alrighty.
What's up, bro?
What's going on, man? Interesting. If you're speaking, we can't hear you. No, I'm speaking right now. I wasn't speaking a minute ago. I was muted. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get into a breakdown here. It's 8 p.m. Asian Open, Hong Kong Open. We got to shut up the news over here playing in the background on TV. Get into it. So our daily has closed bearish, but it closed bearish as a doji candle almost, right? We have rejection from the upside, downside, no clear sense of direction. And if we look across the daily levels, right? Well, so you're kind of closed above that daily level, closed above every daily level. And if any don't stop barking. Thinks he's a dog. Right, look at this. We made a top wick today. We're coming down. There's a chance we tap this daily level and start heading back up, which is also our 4-hour support here, right? So if that's a possibility and the 4 hours closed bullish, we either need a rebreak of the current 4-hour high to start looking for buys, or we need a closure below the 4-hour levels here to start looking for sells. 458.8, which is another 100 pips away. So nice. What we need. I think we need to get, I'd prefer to get to this area, however it wants to get there, because I'm not too sure if we get down there. I think if we flip bullish, start closing back up in range, maybe we can bottom out on the hourly and start heading up. But if we get down here, I'm going to start looking to see if we can start rejecting. Means, gang, we probably might have a buy limit in this area. What's the stops here? Yeah, we will have a buy limit. We're 60 pips away. 30, the hourly. So yeah, we will have it right there. 4 hour. The 4-hour level as well. So yeah, we'll have a buy limit right here. 40-60 area. Go 40-60.5. Limit buy. Let's go with the 3 lot here. I'm gonna keep this. Yeah, I want to keep this wick as a stop. Let's see. This is 50. This is 80. Might be an 80 pip stop. Might be. Oh, I gotta get to. Let me open up my terminal. $60.5. Previous 4 hours closed bullish, right? So we've grabbed orders up here. It might come down, but I believe we'll see a reaction before it does, right? And we've opened up here with no top wick. Might be this area where it comes up from. It gets a little difficult on the small time frame. I think the 4 hours should be solid here. We shall see. No top wick on a sour urine buys. It's a little tough because you had a fake out here, so I can understand the no top wick. I'm just banking on the fact that the hourly 30, 15 day 4-hour level hold here. I don't need him to hold. I just want to see a reaction from that area. No, it should blow right through. I mean, if it blows right through, then it's, what, $1,500? Not bad. Not a big deal.
Yo, quick question.
Yeah.
If you have a limit and price comes within 1 pip from it, do you delete it or do you give
Usually,
it
yeah.
a
Usually,
shot?
I'll delete it if it comes back to it. Like if it reacts heavy and comes back, I'll delete it.
Yeah, I had a limit on the Nasdaq and it missed it by a pip, and I decided to leave it. It missed it by another pip again, and then I removed it, and then the third time it tapped it, and now it's dumping. So I was just wondering.
In your direction?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it happens sometimes. It depends on like the levels, because like, and it depends on how it closes, right? Because if it missed it by a pip, came back in the 4 hour, let's say, closed with a steep wick, and the next one opens with a bottom wick back to that area, or a top wick back to that area, I usually that in some cases I'll leave it. It just depends. Sometimes I'll even move it up based on the fact where it closed.
Gotcha, gotcha. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
What up? What up? What up? Going for the top. All right. Are you gonna sell or buy? No, I got a buy limit here about 80 pips away. Okay, in the building. Come on in. Again. Seems like we're gonna tap our level here. We on our way. And we're really just going by recent history, right? And the reactions at this area. All right. So I'm gonna move my stops here to it's probably gonna be these wicks here. About a 50 pip stop. Maybe a little bit more. Well, I'm looking just for initial reaction off of here. And we also did not push up on this candle at all to kind of grab orders. Daily's got a top wick. 4 hours. Previous four is still bullish, right? I know we grabbed the top wick, broke the highs there, but the previous 4 hours still bullish. Like, there's a chance this 4 hour can still flip. This is a strong support. 4 hour, 1 hour, 30. So there's a chance you can bounce off here and ride straight up. There's a chance it smashes through there, but previous 4 hours bullish with a weak daily and no top wick on this hourly. All right, gang. If you're risking it for the biscuit, good luck, and may the forces of evil become confused on the way to your house. So we want to set some stops here. I'm going to keep it here below this wick. Only a few more pips. 54, 55. It's yeah. Stops right here. TP will be top of the range, probably full TP, but I'll take partials right here at around 30, 40 pips. That's where I want partials. 40, 63, 5, 40, 64 area. You mind if I just watch? I mean, yeah. Yeah, you're betting on the sells here. I know. I'm not disagreeing with you. I just like short term or just reaction area. It makes sense across the board. On this W. Forty 63 6, 40 63 5. Probably be. That's about 30. Yeah, 40 65. That's actually 30 pips on the dot. Look at that. The session open, no top wick. Straight bearish volume. This is the first support we see, and it's a 1530 1 hour, 4 hour support. We just don't know how much bear movement came into here. I caught a sell, but closed already since my bounce from that support. Exactly. That's what I'm banking on. Highly likely. Large number of times it does bounce off that support. But the market's going to make a decision at that area, up or down. I'm going to have to get there. Otherwise, any kind of move off of here will be arbitrary. Oh, bottom wick first. quick. Why do you get so quiet in here? Why are you guys so quiet? Nobody want to talk? No. Chat just stopped flowing as soon as I put in a buy limit. All right, don't worry. This is the top wick. Come down, tap it, and then be patient. I love this background sound, so therapeutic. Cats in here with their fucking heart pumping out their chest. Don't over risk. You'll be fine. Go, if your heart's pumping, go 0.01. Trust me. You're going to win. You're going to feel great. You're going to lose. You're not going to care. The yawn. Everybody's praying. You got to, it's not about praying, or you just put your trust and into the higher time frame and into your knowledge, right? Who would know better than you? Waiting on these biscuits, these pancakes. Biscuits is cool. I like biscuits too. Part 300 beats per minute. This should never be happening. You should be relaxed. You should just, you have faith in your system and what works and what we've been doing, right? Because you come in here knowing that any kind of trade you should, the problem is it's anticipation of the trades. You just relax, because like as soon as you place that trade, it's out of your hands, whether it works or not, right? You know, 900 away from going live, sitting on my hands till I get paid on the first to pay the activation. Yeah, I mean, like, you should never be, if your hands are shaking, knees weak, palms are sweaty, then close it. Don't take this trade. Don't take this trade, and or take it at a really low. Just, you know what I mean? And some days we'll lose. Most days we'll win, and we will be profitable based on our knowledge of the charts, not based on how we feel about current price action. Did you trade on Y? No. There's a level we're bouncing right now. Yeah, probably a reason for the bounce. Lots of bullion shops have no stocks. That tells you they don't want to make gold orders at today's prices. They're waiting for a dip to make order to have stock again. Maybe. Maybe. I'm batting 100% 8 for 8 yesterday and day before. Thanks to this place, must be something in the air. Yeah, but don't just. What are you going to do when you take that first L? Are you going to switch up? Or are you going to be about it? 'Cause right now, you're talking like you about it. You're going to go looking for something else when a trade doesn't hit? That's the key. You're going to stick to your guns and optimize them and make them better? Or are you going to go chasing shadows all over the place? What up, Jorge? Only trade your funded 1 to 2 micros. That's a 50K. I decided to go 5 and 10 micros and lost it. But to pass another one, no fear from now on. I'll trade low with only 2. You should be doing. This tastes better than shadows. Fasting is good for the soul. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Song. Yeah, I saw your question. No. I'm doing New York as well. Couldn't do it today. I don't want to talk about it. The weekly pumps were so big, you got to expect pullback. I don't think enough people at the weekly or how much are up in the year. Yeah, it's kind of crazy at that, right? Just grabbed a bunch of orders here. Okay, this is going to be one of those 1 hour candles. All right, good luck, gang. Thoughts on price action direction? Well, we're coming down bearish here right now, but this is a strong 4 hour level. Previous 4 hours closed bullish. It's also a 1 hour 30. So I'm going based off of. There's a lot of volume against us, but I'm also going by the amount of risk involved here. Like, I'm okay with risking. I just got to pay out on this account. I have a big buffer, 13,500 left. Loss here doesn't really set me back far, but win here progresses us. See big candles. I see market coming down heavy. See it. Just want a reaction here. Oh, this is going to be a big bump. Beakity bump. I don't know if I like this. I think I'm going to keep this at a 2 lot. Fuck it. Book it. It's trying to hold. See, typically when this happens, you just see a big drop. So let me put a 2 lot in here. Limit by 2. Let's drop the risk a little. Five, right? Ooh. Oh. Come on, bottom wick. Come on. If the forces of evil become confused on the way to your house. Yeah. This hourly looks wild. $30 about to close here. On a bottom wick here. Or no bottom wick. I want a bottom wick first. All right, no bottom wick. That also goes for us, right? That's something we wanted to see. Oh! No. You can't be 2 pips off right now. Bro! That's TP right there. Eddie, you planned this? You just asked me about this shit.
I'm laughing with the mic muted. Sorry.
Oh, this candle's still open. But that just grabbed fucking orders, man.
Oh no, mine was different. Mine rejected the first one, 38 pips. The second one, 39. And then the third time when it actually tapped, 50. It was teasing me. I was like,
we got no wick on this. The problem is we got no wick here, but this just created a wick, and a reflip should bring this down, right? But man,
you moved it up too, didn't you?
no. I'm gonna leave it there. It didn't pump up too much. Let's see if we get a bigger pump. But man, that sucks. Yeah, I'm leaving it. Damn, that misses by 2 pips. Good luck, gang. That missed us by 1 pip. This ain't gonna miss us. That's for sure. At this point, I'm too emotionally invested in this. Oh, man. Fucker. That was a great 30 closure for us. No top wick, man. All right, we should be in here. Still no? All right, move stops to break even here. We got the bottom of the wick there. Should not re-break our lows. We want to continue up here for partials. Bro, come on, 1 pip away. Stops are a BE. I don't want to re-break out of lows. We sniped it here. It should come up, right? A signal is going to take a sell right there for a 14 pips. Sorry, I got to get rid of this in the signal channel. Stops to break even. Get 50. Come on. A little bit more. A little bit more. Push up. No. Give me a TP. There we go. I made something there. $33 pips right there secured on the live. You know what? Oh my God. I don't know how that just activated me in the wrong direction, but whatever. How did that just activate me in the other direction? 33 pips I secured on the live. 20 on here, or now 17. I don't know why we just misdid that. But I just wanted that reaction. That's all I wanted. $200-$300. But we made $2,470 on the live account. Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I pick out a level and I'm not looking for a rebreak out of that level. I really want to snipe it. You seen how it didn't go any lower than where we got it? My idea is really to just snipe it and not, once it bumps off of it, I'm not looking for that rebreak or retest of that area. It might rebreak it and come up heavy, but I'm looking to be the bounce that it comes off. Wow, look at that. It took us out and came in. It does that, but man. Yesterday it did that too. It just tapped our BE and came right back up. At this point, I hope it comes back down. This point, because this could be the start of the 4-hour flip. Remember I said you tap the 4-hour low right here. You don't have to break it for a cell replay. That's going to be it could really start moving the 4-hour. And if we seen a heavy bounce here, I probably wouldn't have closed anything. If it just went boop and like 40, 50 pips, I would have let the 4-hour flip. That sucks. Well, it sucks it took us out, but we still got dubs, right? We still closed 33 pips. I also want to see, how the hell did I activate the other way? Is it because I opened, you see, yeah, I didn't set a stop. That's what happened. I opened a 2-lot and I set my stop as a 2-lot, but it was a position the other way. So when I closed partials and I moved that stop break even, it was a 2-lot for a sell while I only had 1 lot running. That's what happened. Pan from heaven, 9 out of 9. And you're still in? I just, like, the rebreak at a low, right? We sniped it. That low, there's a reason the order's there. The rebreak at that low can really take you down. Like, make sure these wicks are your stop right here, 40, 55, 3. Got a W. All that anticipation. And you're like, well, it's only $170, but it was a 2-lot, and it was actually 200. We just opened the other way, and it went the other way. I wanted to, honestly, I wanted to start closing. I was like, all right, that's a good level. We got close enough. We will have more opportunity, and you know how that opportunity will show up? Let me show you the 4-hour. Look where the 4-hour is coming down from. The next 4-hour, which is in an hour and a half, if we remain where we are right now and kind of, you know, fuck around at this level, and the next 4-hour decides to fill the range back up, right, and fill this area, we're gonna have sell limits right here based off the 4-hour, okay? Same thing we just did here. We're gonna have it off the 4-hour because it'll typically see a reaction without a drive. Probably be a 1-lot though. Or it'll be up off these levels, which is still within the 4-hour wick. We'll see. But, our life will be made easier if we continue with the daily here to the daily support to 40.45, because it'll make it really easy to trade. It's just the closure below on the 4-hour here. Yeah, it's into all these wicks. There's a lot of rejection. But on a small time frame, it's just some clean range. It would probably actually be below here. Sorry. Nothing. This wick is there to fill. Because this support is there for a bounce right here. So I do believe we'll see this wick filled, but this support hold. I get there. Careful here, 4-hour celery play. We've already had a reaction. I continue down to the lows here. I hate seeing daily candles like this though, because the beginning of the next day becomes so arbitrary. The Asian session gets difficult to trade when the daily ends up as an indecisive candle. Any comments, ideas, suggestions, requests? Damn, I didn't get activated. Is this not gold? Happens, there will be more. Top G. Okay. My sister's friend was telling me that in her kids' class, there's a kid that identifies as a cat and has a litter box. Lord help us. Okay, so you might not think this is anything like, you might think this is crazy. It is now, it's like normal in Europe. Yo, I was watching the news, Russian news, in Russia. Like, I was watching the news from over there to see how they're feeling about the war and all that shit. And they literally, it's called quad robbing. They're quad robbing. There's a name for it.
Quadrobics, that's the sport.
Quadrobics, yeah. They're quad robbing, whatever it is. And they dress up as the characters, and they, or as the character, as a cat, as a fucking dog, as a donkey, and they, you know, and they act like that animal their whole life, their day. But it's meant for them to get fit and get in shape because they're always moving like the animal. Or it started with that, but then kids started. It's like all over the place. And for me, it was like I saw this on the news like half a year ago. I was like, this can't be real. That's some, like, this has got to be like an Onion story or like, you know. And it's real. Wild. If my child walks out on all fours dressed as a fucking Teletubby, kicking her. What? Huh? Yeah, I didn't realize it was you. I thought it was the kids. I'm telling it. All right, never mind. We'll talk later. Having a discussion on kids dressing up as animals and pretending they're pets. Oh, please break the lows, oh please. Do I lock out my own hair or pay someone? That's, you just answered your own question. That should be, there should be no question in that decision. I'm doing this on my own, no question. There's a question? Yo, you gotta go let somebody else do it, bro. Let somebody else handle it. Wix got stopped out? No, we secured partials and then the runner hit BE. Yeah. The kid tells that in my country, Lord have mercy. Yeah. Our entry was 46.5. It came back, it broke our entry by a pip again. 40 by 2 pips. 4060.3. We had 4060.5, so it broke us by 2 pips and went right back. This is gonna ride up if this starts now, man. 4092 at very least. If we start that bullish drive on the 4 hour here. And it would be really hard to get in on the way up because just the price action, the way it would have to set up for the 4 hour to flip and continue up here, it would be really hard to get some more entries. So yeah, I'm down for it to break the lows. You did 4060.5 and you didn't activate? With who? Who are you with? That's impossible because I did it on, like, the price is identical on both. Jesus, man, we were right about that level on the dot. But I just can't bring that stop, not bring that stop up. Like, it had the reaction we wanted on, like, on the dot from our level. So it just so happens sometimes it doesn't come back there, and it just straight drive up. But we were talking about the whole time, right? As the 4 hours coming down, like, be careful because this could be the start of the 4 hour to come back up here. Seen it plenty of times. I guess we were all worried about a dump if it broke down. That's fine, but it's not about how you feel or what you're worried about, right? Does the story make sense here? 4 hour close bullish. Yeah, I know you're used to seeing the celery play, right? And the break of that bearish bullish candle by bearish candle, right? And a drive, but you're used to seeing that on a 15 where that candle must play out. This is a 4 hour candle. You might see that celery play and have like 4 reactions in the meantime at this area and still see that celery play work out on the 4 hour because it's got 4 hours to print. While the 15, right, it'll have that same celery play, right? You'll come down here. You'll print the bullish candle, right? And now you got this coming down here. But when the 15 does it, you guys see this. And in the next 5 minutes, it's like this. But within that 15, if you go to the 1 minute and 30 second, it's doing all this. It's doing all that reaction there. Okay? And the same thing is happening on the 4 hour, but at a slower pace. Now the 4 hours coming down here, it's doing all this that you guys are seeing right now, but at a much slower pace because it takes a long time to print. So the higher time frames will act as the smaller time frames, but the small time frames play out at a faster pace, doing the same thing, twitching like this or coming up and down slowly, right? But eventually the goal is the same, right? So you got to realize, oh, just because you see a reaction there, or just because you're used to the 15 coming down fast, that's only because it's a 15 candle and everything plays out at a faster pace. Right? Just so on the 4 hour, you're going to see that bounce, and the bounce is not going to be 3-4 pips like on the 15. It's going to be bigger, 30-50 pips because it's a bigger candle, but it'll still do all that before doing its thing. So, you know, just realize you're just used to the smaller time frame, so you're used to the market driving there. So that's why you're afraid to get in right here on the 4 hour as you're breaking or as you're tapping the lows because you think it's going to be a heavy dump. But it's a 4 hour candle. It's not a 15 or a 30 where the market just gets to the next level in the next candle. It's going to take some time, 4 hours. Okay? So this is what you're seeing right now. Give it time. I promise you it will eventually, by the end of the candle, it will look like it's supposed to look. But right now, like, you're seeing what's normal just at a slower pace because of the bigger time frame candle. So you are in? No, we just won. We secured partials, and the runner got hit at break even, and now we're just waiting for more opportunity. But if you guys see the 4 hour, it's like a barcode. It's printing all next to each other, and you don't want to trade in a barcode. You want a driving market, right? You want a market that's going to tap a support and drive. So you're tapping 4 hour support. Let's break these highs to drive up to 4130, or let's break these lows and establish a closure there, which would have to be at 10 o'clock when the 4 hour closes. So right now, unless this candle drives heavy before the end of the hour in the next 11 minutes, I'm going to be honest with you, it is most likely a 10 or 10:30 p.m. trade, just because of the way it's printing. And at the earliest, not that you will get one at 10:30, but at the earliest, that's what it's looking like. Is this for me? This is mine? Wait, hold on, chat. Yeah, give me a sec. I want to step out for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. We got 10 minutes till this hourly candle closes. Give me a sec. By the way, right now, you got a chance to drop a like and subscribe. Please do so. That's the least you can do. And please share the stream. I'm going to keep asking you. I need your help to grow this channel and grow this community. I'll always ask you for it. Yes, a streamer begging for likes and subs. Yes, I'm asking. That's I want that. You guys want the dubs. I'm providing another, I'm providing the value day in, day out. Just help me. Help me. I need your help. All right. So help me grow this channel. Other than that, thank you. Thank you to everybody that shows up and does help out. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Whoever is doing so. Yes. And we're growing. The community is getting bigger. So it's great. And at a good pace right now. We're almost at 27.5K subs. Thank you so much. We finally started growing again. So I think we're like 30 more subs away from 27.5. Right. So let's get there. Let's see if we can get there tonight. That'd be amazing. Absolute sniper. Yeah, we had a sniper entry. Unfortunately, came back, tapped it on the dot, and we had the wick of the wick here. Tapped us and came right back up. It's all right. We secured partials and yeah. Keep asking. Thank you for being here. Yep. And I promised you, when I show up, we're gonna give out stimulus checks. And tonight, some stimmies have been given out, and hopefully we can give out some more. Okay. The Wix 9 stimmies hit different. Now, give me a couple of minutes. I'll be right back. Here, we can have our intro play in the midtro. Let's do that.
This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people, uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going, the belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken, and I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me. My mindset, my choices, my willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it.
Let's freaking get it. Oh man, I hope you guys like that. Yeah, I enjoy it. Just in the morning, it's just whenever I hit that in the morning, I be like, that was me? That's me? I wrote that. This guy. This guy. Yeah, thank you to the 200 that are here. I guess the 280 from you, there's a extra 80 missing. People are missing. How can we trade when people are missing? We need to split up. Let's form groups of 5 and split up. Let's all go look for more people. And it doesn't matter if it's the same 80 that we had before. Right? You guys, we can split up, and if you guys find like 20 and be like, hey, I found them. I'd be like, that's not the ones. You'd be like, it don't matter. Fucking bring, we'll replace them. It doesn't have to be the same. People are missing. We can't trade when people are missing. We all split up, search party, and we can get more people. We're missing about 800 people in this stream. If we split up and go looking for them, we can bring in 800 more. It doesn't matter if it's the same ones that were here before. We can replace them. But the ones that are here are irreplaceable, right? So you guys are the core, the 200. You ever seen that movie, The 200? No, because they don't have one. We're going to be the first. 200. Oh, shit. My bad,
Muted,
Zoom.
Liz.
Yes. No, I'm not muted. I'm sorry. I was talking to YouTube, so it's on there if you go back, but I muted the Zoom. I forgot about you guys. Sorry. Sorry. I love the energy in the chat here today. You guys make it feel like middle of the week. Oh, like the chat is running like this. We don't get this in New York. Like look at this. Everybody chatting. It's awesome. If you got some shit to say it.
If you got something to say something to say it to my chat.
Say it to my chat, yo. Say it to my chat. Say it to my chat. I see you guys are full of energy. That's awesome. I love it. Oh, hold on a second, chat. Oh, thank you very much, Jay. I did update the session trays, the stream record. I did not. 577 wins. Right? Hold on. Let me double check. I'm not sure if I updated that. Yeah, 576 when we came on here, so it's 577 now. I do both streams, and Asia is more energetic. Here's the deal. The energy comes from the audience. And when there was 1,000 people in the audience, like it or Nike it. Copyright that bitch. Like it or Nike it. Anyway. Like it or not. Or Ike it. Can you believe the new trade? Risk-free trade? Bro, I am not ChatGPT. I'm trying my best. I don't work on demand. There's the hourly closure that doesn't do much for us in terms of this candle right now. You guys welcome to Morocco. I'll show you around. Hey, please follow me on IG. So when I do go to Morocco, I'll post it and you could be like, hey, remember me? I'm that guy. Promise to show you around. By that time, dude's going to be in the US, fucking living in Miami, fucking sunglasses. And then by the time I go to Morocco, your ass is going to be immigrating to the US, living on the beach. Right near the beach, boy. Ask ChatGPT about position taker. Don't do it. Wait, I was about to change the record. That's what I forgot. You guys are interrupting me. Man. I'm so happy to be streaming. Like, yo, you ever get that second wind when you get out of work and you're like tired all day and barely dragged through the end, but when you get out of work, you got that a little burst of energy just because, you know, that second wind that you just got out of, or it's just... What part of Morocco are you from? Are you from a black neighborhood? What part of Kenya are you from? Oh, you must be from that black neighborhood. Hakimi side of Morocco. Hakimi? Hakimi, let's look that up. Hakimi, Morocco. Oh, you guys. Let's go. Yeah, I need to know where he's from. I don't need to know how much his jersey is. Damn, I just asked. Bro. Oh, he's not even from... Bro, you're in Spain. Fuck you talking about? Hakeem is... I know he's a fucking player, dude. I'm telling you, Hakimi is not from Morocco. He was born in Spain. That's what I'm telling you. He might play for Morocco, but he was born in Spain. So when you say you're from the Hakimi part of Spain, I mean Morocco, I'm looking and his birthplace is Madrid, Spain. He's Moroccan by his parents, by his dad, I think. What does it say here? Madrid? Okay, hold on. Hakimi was born November 4th, 98 in Madrid, Spain to Moroccan parents. Wikipedia be wrong sometimes, though. All right, so just say that I'm from Hakimi's parents' side of Morocco. I'm fucking strong. I don't even know. I don't know why I care so much. And Hakimi's a G. When he listened to his mom and protected himself from that wife when she divorced him. Hey, you know who knows nothing about divorce? Jay. You know why? He ain't getting married. Jay here? I miss Jay. Where's he? Oh, I thought I saw him here earlier. I see J Mac in here. The limits. Because I'm never getting married. Did you hear about that? It was international game. Oh, about the Hakimi thing? Yeah, it was all over the tabloids. We don't really have tabloids, but we have yahoo.com. Ain't no Sky Daddy in divorce court. CR7 was in the White House? Yeah. If that shit was Biden, can you imagine Biden meeting CR7? Gonna do a Biden, bro. Now, folks. There you go. I love Argentina. Be like, Argentina, bro, what? Yeah, number 10 is my favorite number. Sleep in mid-conference. Can't trust by doing nothing. Well, you can trust him to have a birthday. I think today is his birthday. Happy birthday, Joe. Let's go, Brandon. What country are you supporting for the next World Cup? Hey, the country that supported me my entire life. That one. You already know when the US is playing this year, I'm gonna be out there, first row, pasties on. You know what I'm saying? Woo! Yo, who wants to join the Pasty Papas Club? Team USA Portugal? Nah. Morocco, obviously. Do you guys think this generation of soccer players is better than the previous generation of soccer players? Like, do you guys think the 2010 to 2025 was better than 95 to 2010? I think 95 to 2010 had seen some incredible players that I would have loved to see what they would have done in this generation. I think it's eventually, yeah, like always, players always get better. The generation gets better and better and better because like new things, right? New moves, new like people start emulating better players. As players get better, you start emulating the better ones, and then you eventually pass that, right? Yeah, it's there's always an evolution to things. But boy, would I have loved to see guys like Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, you know, Agio, like all those guys play, you know, Pele and Maradona play in today's games, man. And I guess we can, right? We have FIFA 26. Hey, FIFA, hit me up. We'll put up a game behind me, just playing at all times. Hit me up. You can have all of this space right here, all this advertising space. Game was hard without VAR, but now techniques are on another level. Yeah, it's entertainment now. I loved it. Like, I'd rather go watch a game where a player is entertaining than like a great team. Like, if you guys remember when White Chocolate played for the Grizzlies, right? I would rather go see Knicks Grizzlies than like Knicks Sonics, Knicks Bulls. Like, I don't know, it was more entertaining. Like, I would rather go see the team that's worse, but that had the entertaining players, right? People didn't go to see a Bulls game. They went to see Michael Jordan play because he was entertaining. You know, some shit was going down every night, right? You just know it, right? You know when Ja Morant shows up, some shit's going down every night, right? You know when Tom Brady, or like when, you know, it's right now, no, it's not even Tom Brady. What's his name? Mahomes, when he steps on, if there's some shit going down that game, he's gonna have a pass or two that's gonna be highlight reel. And that's why people show up. They want to see entertainment, not like more points or wins or me. And Ronaldinho, yeah, is my favorite player of all time. I agree. Josh Trash. I'm just saying entertainment value is there. Like Pete, that's the reason Zion was so big, right? Not physical, but excuse me for the pun there, but Zion wasn't like a big score or generational he's just entertaining. Or he was in college. I don't know what the fuck happened now. If you want to enjoy soccer, be an Arsenal fan. I really enjoy watching Spain play. I really enjoy watching England play. It is entertaining. They're just so individually good, each one. How much profit we in for today? 2,470 and 170 here. So 2,470 on the live, $170 on the funded here. you know what makes soccer entertaining is the stakes, not the commentary. The stakes. The bigger the stakes, the more entertaining it is. England is better than US soccer. Are you trying to make a statement that's that was being argued? Like, yeah, that's a fact. Like, bro. I'm just gonna stop it. Yeah, they're better than US soccer. Been studying for your Series 7? Well, if you're planning to be a trader here, you don't need it. We don't hire traders. We train new ones.
They say money can't buy happiness. Look at the fucking smile on my face.
Benny, you silly goose. What happened with your finger? Got it? Oh, okay. Boiler room? Yeah, boiler room. Remember, that's the part. That's the same speech where he says, we don't hire traders. We train new ones, or brokers. We train new ones. Yeah, when we're going to trade, I'm not going to hide anything. We just started off the new 4-hour, right? We closed bearish. Look at this. We're creating a top wick for the previous 4. This isn't bad on the higher time frame, man. But I think I want to trade here off the next 4-hour. That's what I'd prefer to do, right? We were looking for this. It might, because it's arbitrary right now. You see how we've created a top wick? For this candle, for the previous hourly, typically I would like this position. I would like to have a sell on the break of the lows here. But there's so much chop. There's so much chop here. Ideally, right, that flips and comes down, fills the wick. Plus the 30 closed bullish. I don't want to sell into the previous 30 being bullish, right? And respecting support down here. If it was a deeper range, maybe. But the hourly makes complete sense. Like, I would not fault you for selling here. I don't want to flip and come right back up and continue on with the bullish 4-hour flip, right? Because the 4-hour did flip here for a second. I don't know if it's going to drive up, but it did flip. Not too much sureness here. It looks like everything's squeezing for another big move, and that's what I'm afraid of, right? When you see the big squeeze, especially on the bigger time frames, the pump is going to be heavy. So whether it comes down or comes up, we're going to see a heavy push. I think London will push. Truly do. I won't trade it. I won't be here for London. 100 pips. I can't wait. Going massively. 0.5. Quote that speech often. I really don't, but it's like, I like it. I just maybe 2-3 times a year. Yes, sir. New York stream, yeah, I'm gonna do New York stream tomorrow. It's gonna start a bit late. I have to make an adjustment in my New York time. It's gonna start at around 8:15, 8:30, probably 8:30. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna start heading back home at 8. Stream will start around 8:45, before 9 o'clock, but around 8:45 it'll start. I want to start it earlier. There are things I can't ignore right now that I need to take care of. It's not always going to be like this, but at this moment, that's where we are. Can I buy a driver? Can you work as a driver for me on, like... on consignment? When you're driving, pays off. Like when we robbed the bank and then you're able to get away. Hey, you know, I'm the Uber guy. You're the Uber guy. Give me one sec. Hold on. Oh my God, I've been muted this whole time. Wow. Damn it. I was talking about this flip here. And if this wick was in one candle, right? If there was no bearish, I'm bullish 30 printing here. And if this area didn't exist to the left, right? This chop, look at, there's levels here, right? Where it flips into, right in this chop. As it flips, there's a lot of orders here. So yeah, it can drive heavy down here and you're likelier, but this isn't a 90-10 trade. This is your 60-40 type of trade. The fact that you've made that top wick and now breaking the lows makes it like 70-30, but it's just chop, higher time frame chop. And I don't want to be part of it because you can reject out of it. You could, like heavy, right? So I liked it as we were coming down to the support, but then we started chopping around. I'd rather wait, put a higher time frame closure, the 4-hour closure, the hourly closure. I still believe the way it's printed here, it's going to come down. It's just a little bit of a pullback to bring it down just based on the way it's bouncing. But this is not a level I play around at on the break of the lows. What did it tap? You also don't want to be questioning yourself. Look how great it looks on the hour. Look at, this is the level I spoke about. I don't want to flip and tap that area, right? And come right back up. But just because it tapped it doesn't mean I won't break it. Like it's just it's just a reaction. That means it's a solid level that we see a reaction, but you're still likely to come down based on that top wick breaking the previous candle, right? So until this candle closes bullish or rebreaks its own high, if you got in for a sell, you have no business closing it. You should still be holding it. But remember what I said, this is the reason I won't get in. And even if it does come out, I don't want to sit through a rejection right off my entry, right? Let's say this comes up here. Next candle might make a top wick, seller replay, we coming down, right? Next candle, top wick, seller replay, break of the lows, could be a good entry. But the key is not feeling some type of way, right? And let's say there's a level here and you see it and you get in it and it does this, you start feeling some type of way, right? You get that emotional roller coaster. Like, damn, I saw the level, I still took it because you were too busy focusing on profits, how much you can make. You're too busy focusing on how much you can make. Forget how much you can make or lose. The probability of your trade working out here, right? How can it work out? Under what circumstances will it work out where you can be stress-free? Maybe we can tap that area first. Let's see it come down. There's a chance it drives and you miss it. But there's also a good chance that it reacts. You'll be satisfied with yourself. And then let's say the next candle does what you want it to do. You'll be like, oh, now I'm getting into the better entry, the better position. And I missed out on the drawdown for a less stressful trade, probably shorter, probably less time in the market, says it'll drive, right? And sometimes you'll miss this position and feel some type of way that it came down without you, but it'll be at the expense of all those times not losing here or sitting that or driving those emotions out of you that you really want to avoid in trading. Got any other Jesus jokes so we can win tomorrow? I tell another Jesus joke, bro. We're going to be fucking banned for life. You saw FPL took me. It wasn't even FPL. Comcast, Xfinity took me out within an hour. Like, it was a 54-minute stream after we got a 54 pip W, right? It's kind of crazy. And the thing is, it was a good W, and I was really in the mood. I was just starting to feel the vibes, right? And it's good. Like, after a big W, you want to sit there, chill. You're more relaxed. You're like, job's done for the day, right? Like, I can go hunting, but like, I can really enjoy the rest of my day. I've just bought myself an enjoyable day. And fucking Comcast comes over with its new Xfinity service that it advertised recently and says, suck your mother. And I was just like, it wasn't, yeah, it was my Wi-Fi. It wasn't the power. Like, I paid the light bill. I paid the light bill. You know why I pay the light bill, right? Otherwise, kids can't do homework. And that's a headache. But I do, I got jokes for days. I got more stories than Walt Disney. But that's neither here nor there. Hey, if you're new here and there's some new faces or new people joining up right now, I see the viewers going up. Drop a like, sub to the channel, and please, please, please share this stream. Share and help me grow this channel. Thank you. Just who misses the shameless Asian plugs? Remember those days? You know what's funny? I just saw Don stream today. I just saw his stream pop up in my YouTube recommendations. He streamed today, huh? I should have hopped on there and been like, shameless Asian plug. Shameless Asian session plug. That would have been funny. Love tapping that area. He's live news fantasy. He did. I was watching it because you didn't stream. Yeah, I think he streams whenever there's big news. He likes the streamulation. The streamy stimmy. Oh. Or he was in a 100 pip drawdown today. But did you die? But did you die? The streamy steamy. How was this crazy day for you? Up or down? Well, up. We're up. We're up 2.5 grand on the day. And it's not like I'm not, placing a trade or have a sell on the breakout low, right? Not that we've already made our money with our trade. It's just I made my money. I'm looking to really lock in on the next position, right? That's gonna maximize my output here, not negate it, right? So it's got to be something I love, something I'm very confident in. And even those trades sometimes don't play out. That's when you're like, man, I was so confident in this. I really got to go back and see what I missed. But that's what I want to see. Like, oh, boom, this is what I've been waiting for. And we can see that, right? There's nothing stopping us from seeing that. We drive down here, 4-hour closes bearish below the range. We're looking for a resistance and we're selling. We're selling to the lows here. Right? You got 31 minutes for the 4-hour. You see how we're barcoding? There's just like anything you do can reject at any time in any direction. But you get some, right? You get structure, you get direction here. Right? But you can't get any of that without volume. So right, there's that whole workflow of things. So in order for you to get direction, you need a closure outside the range, right? But the market's not going to drive anywhere without grabbing orders, right? It needs volume. So it's either going to have orders that it grabs or orders that come into the market. When the orders come into the market open, COMEX, London close, pre-NY New York open, pre-London, London, and your red folder news and your NYSE open. And that's pretty much it for the day, right? And all your red folders or a nasty Trump tweet. But the thing's got to bring volume in order for the market to get to where you're going based on the way we trade. Since we're not getting any red folders, and you're probably not getting a Trump tweet at 10 p.m. anymore in this administration. You're looking for anyone? Where do we grab orders? Levels. We're looking for levels. We need to tap the higher time frame support resistance to grab orders. And once we do that, right, the higher time frame has grabbed orders here. The 4-hour, boom, we just grabbed orders here. Now we got to close outside that 4-hour range. We stay stuck in this range, it'll get really difficult to trade. We're looking for a closure outside the range, but the way we get there is tapping a higher time frame level. We did tap them here, but it's been taking forever to come down here. We tapped a level here on the 4-hour, and we want that drive, or we want the break and closure. If we get a drive here, I don't mind taking buys up. If we get a break here, I'm not taking sells till it closes. And when it closes, it's going to have to make an attempt to come up, fail, and then we can look to come down here. That would be a trade I am confident in, like a 95% sure. I would be like, all right, yeah, I take a loss here, I'll still jump up and down the block happy because I got my position and I saw the opportunity, right? I'm never dissatisfied with the position I waited for, took, and lost. I am disappointed with the things I didn't plan for and I got in. Those drive disappointment. What the fuck did we just say with that top wick? That top wick, the flip, I'm afraid of that area. That can drive you back up. We literally spoke about this. I hope I saved you some money. Whoever was looking at that bearish flip, I hope I saved you some money. Give me a second. Can we take buy? We already have buys. I'm waiting for the market to set up, print, close. Let's look at this 30. 30 coming up here. 15. So sell limits were a possibility on the initial drive up. Now that we're re-breaking highs, I'm not looking for a sell limit. I'm honestly just looking for this 4 hour to close to reevaluate and see if I can get in based on this 4 hour closing. What do we know? It's a 4 hour candle. Sorry, I started walking away and I thought of something. 4 hour candle, right? You'll typically see a pullback in the last 30, the last hour of that 4 hour. So it's not the half hour that gives you the direction or the 15 minutes that give you the direction, right? It's not the last. It's like what it's been doing throughout the 4 hours. The last 15 minutes are typically maybe a pullback. So let's see it close to confirm that what it's been doing is the truth. And then we'll jump on with it. Okay? Yeah. Hank be tickling these TPs, bro. You know what it is? It's I can't say that actually on stream. I cannot say that. Cannot say that on stream. Feel like I'm in a performance studio. This track goes out to my haters. It's funny because I swung the swing arm for the mic the other way, and it's like it goes out the window, out the door. So I'm standing by it. It's like now I understand how people sing like into the mic. That's why it feels so crazy. They feel like they're the shit. Imagine just standing in the studio singing into the mic. You'd be like, damn, I could fucking Michael Jackson this shit right now. Yo, you guys don't hear me because I'm moonwalking away from the microphone right now. I'm doing the whole bit. Yo, come on, bro. Rolling two. Hank, how long you been trading already? Because I remember calling you Baby Hank. How long you been trading with us? What'd you start, like 16? You're just way ahead of the crowd in your knowledge. Like, you're going to be impressing people for decades, bro. Is it possible to live stream my trades on TikTok? If I had a social media guy that could set all this up, come through to my house, set all of these things up for me. Is he eating? Oh, it's toy? Oh, right. Holding the whole day if I don't get stopped at BE. What did you take? You took top wick sells? I'm sorry, you took those bottom wick buys that we did? You didn't get stopped, did you? So anyone that didn't get activated at 5 definitely got an activation later. So you're probably in a better... You guys are in profits, right? Somebody said that didn't get activated when we did. You definitely got activated as a hit our DE. Or was that you, King's 8? I see you had a later entry, so you're mashing it right now. Good job. I didn't get stopped at BE because I'm going to see if you're on spot gold. Looking like the 4 hour might close bullish after all. User error, I'm gonna have PTSD. User error. What should I go? Give us trade, please, risk free. I can't give you a trade. I can wait for a trade fall on my lap from the market. The market sets up for us, not me. I don't draw these. Gonna set up. It has to set up. And this kind of 4 hour is trash. If this is how we end up looking here, I'm gonna call it a stream. Use my strat. Your entry was also my entry. Great alignment. Yeah. W. Isn't that amazing when like something you do on your own then aligns with me or like with other traders? You get extra confidence in it. Till now, this shit too easy. All right. What would be stops? Where are we putting stops, bro? Tell me. Selling right now. Boom. If that's the sell. Stops. I need a stop. I wish you would draw the candles, them candles better. I wish you would. Them candles better. Wix almost 300 YouTube. Yeah, I love it. 220. That's not almost 200. We had 280 yesterday. I want to get to 300, right? Because if we get to 300, boy, oh boy, oh boy. There's power in numbers. We're moving. We're pushing the markets. Sorry, I got to take this off screen because people will think I'm in a position. I have done loss tomorrow. I am upset. Help me. Another trade doesn't help you. Getting over that feeling after a loss on your own without taking a position, that will help you. Don't take a trade to satisfy your feelings. Take a trade to satisfy your account. Hey, girls. Hey, walk normally. It's not that I'm trolling you. I'm just telling you it's not in your best interest to go revenge trading. It's not. Hey, girls, please. Thank you. It's bedtime, gang. It's actually 9:40. Bedtime was like an hour ago. So they're in here. They want me to go do the whole rub my feet, scratch my back, and let's go watch a scary movie. That's so weird. They want to watch scary movies. Go to bed. Remember, I used to joke around about it like a few years ago. I was just trolling. I was just joking, and like that's what happened. They grew up. Now they just want to watch, like scary, like horror shit. Like it's stuff that I think is scary. Listen to the man or not. Took me 6 accounts to listen. The emotional part of this is real. Live to fight another day. Here's the deal. You're gonna take a trade. If it wins, great. Next time, you haven't learned anything. If it loses, you still haven't learned anything, but now you've set yourself back so much, not financially, but emotionally, mentally. You failed in every aspect. Don't put yourself in a position to fail in every aspect of the trade. At least do this right. Don't revenge trade. And it's going to set up. And when it does set up for the trade that you like, because it's going to set up differently in a better area, in better position, clear as day to you, you're going to take it and you're going to be like, man, I wish I had more capital. I wish I didn't blow that account on this trade. Or man, I wish I didn't take that trade because now I have to fight back my negative balance the rest of the day instead of making profits. Yeah. Like, and you're going to feel all that, right? When all these things play out, you're going to feel it and you're going to wish it was different. You don't even have to put yourself in a position to feel that way. Right? You took a loss? No, you're like, in order to be a profitable trader, you have to do what profitable traders do. That doesn't mean walk away, but it does mean walk away when your mental capital is depleted. And when you're feeling like you are in the chat right now and going through that, step away. You cannot trade with the emotions. You got to be a robot. Either, you know, the parameters are met for your positions or they're not. Right, the less emotion, the better, because the emotions is what drives impulses, right? And impulsive buying, and just like in a store, the same thing as here. Impulsive buying or selling is not that. And you guys seen me, man. If I take a loss and then get a position, even if I'm confident in it and that loses, I'm not like, oh yeah, I was confident, that's fine, I'm staying. I'll be like, look, it's been a tough session. I need a 5-minute break. I need to let the market print for an hour. Like, I just, you know, I step away because when you sit here, you start thinking about it, dwelling on it, and getting down on yourself. And it's a deep rabbit hole, right? Because you're just adding more pressure as you're sitting there, and it gets heavy. You don't have to be in that situation. You can overcome it. To overcome it, you have to know who you are. And if you are that profitable trader, maybe the numbers don't show it yet, but that's who you are and you know the right things to do. I mean, you're just going to execute. Nobody cares how you feel. The charts, the market, that doesn't care how you feel. Execution. And you have to realize that waiting right now, if you're not placing a trade, you're doing what 90% of traders, or what 100% of traders do, like, or try to do. You're waiting. You're executing on what people are trying to execute on. Right? What do you do? What do you do for a living? I wait. I spend 90% of my time patiently waiting. Like, when people tell you, describe what you do, oh, you don't buy, sell, trade, place positions. 90% of your time is stay away from garbage. Right? Is wait for what you need. I've been dropping signals on this channel for the past couple of weeks, just trying to help people. Did anybody try my entries? You can't drop signals for free, bro. You gotta, you know, if you value it, you gotta charge for it. I'm gonna need you to start a signal channel and charge for that shit. Don't give it away for free. I'm not with it. I lost my house using your signals. Yeah, see, but at least he's not scamming. He's not running away. He's here. He's just like, loss is a loss, taken in a stride. Now you're homeless? No, he said he lost his house. He's houseless. He'll always have a home here. Nah, bro, you did him wrong. This shit just looked like the 4-hour was going to close bullish. we cannot enjoy that break, that top wick, that break of the lows, just to re-break the highs to what, the last 13 minutes of the candle re-break the lows. This is fuckery at its fuckery finest. Why do people love taking signals, not learn? No, they're just not, they're just lazy. Okay, I'm sorry, Signal Channel. You guys aren't lazy. But it's okay, human nature. Here's let me explain that, why I feel that way. Human nature, people aren't stupid, right? People are not stupid. People are lazy by nature, right? They're lazy. So like I used to always hear Uncle Ted say, people are stupid. And I'd be like, it's not that they're stupid, right? They're just lazy. They don't want to learn. But the way my Signal Channel is set up, I'm not selling signals and courses separately. Like if you're in the Signal Channel, like if you've got enough dedication to tune to, you know, fall in line with how I trade and, you know, kind of tune in the way I do, right? Then you're learning, right? Then the Signal Channel is there with me in the private session. A lot of them are, you know, a lot of them are mods. It's just our Signal Channel is attached to the very education. They get access to the Zooms like nobody else does. So like it gives you all of the education that people will sell separately from the Signal Channel, just all together. I just give everybody access to all at once, right? Whatever's provided, you get Signal Channel, you get just access to everything. So I wouldn't say our Signal Channel is lazy, because the guys in there are in here every single day in and day out. They're the guy, they're in the private session. It's not like the private session I open it up and there's nobody in there, Signal Channel just waiting for signal. No, they're all in there. They're all learning. They're all trading, you know, and I see them all just talking in the clubhouse chat, and everybody's bouncing off ideas. So it's typically you get a Signal Channel, right? And that's all it is, like Telegram signals or whatever it is, and there's no community. It's just, all right, drop signal. So I would say a majority of people that buy Signal Channel are lazy, but the way our Signal Channel is set up, it's really meant for you to fall in line with the way I trade and kind of run with it. Take it and run with it. Like if you're building a community and the community within itself is helping each other out and learn, like that's what I want to see, right? I want to see people bringing others up, right? Because it does nobody good when like 2, 3, 5, 10 people come up and everyone else is like, oh man, yeah, whatever. I wish I was there. Just everyone, I think, is kind of like, you know, getting to the same levels at the same time because everybody's growing together. Yeah, once you're in a Signal Channel for a couple months, you'll be able to know exactly what Wix is looking for, and then it becomes easier. These guys are learning off my positions, and like then they're taking positions on their own, right? And outside of my signals, a lot of times they're taking positions on their own, and then they see a signal from me, and it lines up with their analysis, and they're just like, oh yeah, I'm glad I'm looking at this. Like signals confirmation of mine, of your analysis, yeah. I can't do that. 104 pip stop. And that was after we've grabbed the orders from the bottom of the previous 4-hour wick. So as it's coming up here, I'm looking for the 4-hour to close bullish. But this drop here happened when in the last, how many 5-minute candles? 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 20 minutes? 25 minutes? Am I be getting stopped out now? Yeah, the way it's returning, the way it's coming back, Yeah, you might be. I was hoping this give us that strong closure outside the range. This is not pretty. For now. But when things aren't pretty, when the face ain't pretty, you look at the titty. I'm a poet. I didn't even know it. Closure, closure. Don't be impulsive here. Closures are key. It needs to grab a bit of liquidity. My boy say stop loss king. Needs to grab a bit of liquidity and then maybe you can shit up. But I think the rebreak at a 4-hour low plus the 4-hour closing bearish means price had enough bearish momentum for 4 hours to maintain, you know, or price was bearish for long enough 4 hours to maintain the momentum bearish. So we probably looking for a continuation down. Just got to close outside the range. Otherwise, we just bounce up and down in the range. So we need a closure outside the range to know that we have enough volume to drive us. I told you to sell at 40.78. Yeah. Did you sell at 40.78? Everybody's running a signal business in the chat. Late to the party, bougie. What chart are we looking at? Sell or buy, bro? Not how trading works. This is not a flea market. You know, when I was a kid and they used to say flea market, I always thought it was like a market where they're selling a lot of like, why would anyone need fleas? Why would they need a whole market for fleas? Like, that's some crazy shit. FOMO in the chat. But I mean, then you can trade. I'm not gonna, you know, no one's gonna force any hands here. I'm telling you that right now. What are you trading? GCZ 25. That's the current gold contract, gold futures. If you're on spot gold, like if you're coming from the forex side of things, it's not that different. Basically, it's very similar. Similar price movement affected by similar news in a similar way, with a chart looking very similar, right? If you turn on the spot gold chart, it looks a lot like this, just your prices on the right are off. But is the future. It bounces from the same level. It could, but I wouldn't expect it here too. At this point, rebreak at the lows, I'm expecting it to come down. You already buy entry? We had buys earlier right there off the tip of that wick. We had buys right off. All right, it's pushing. If lower, where's your TP? I'm not in a position. I'm not taking entries. Right? I'm not taking entries till I see a closure. Look, all right, this area is very interesting. You do not want to find a support in here. You don't want a closure here. You want this price to just crush this. This is a strong rejection area. Look at the wicks that fall in line into this area. It's a big range. It's a 100 pip range. But you want price. You don't want to support here. Like if it's next candle, it's not that you can't close in here. I'm fine with a closure in here, but you don't want the next candle to then close bullish. You want just clear this area out. Because once you clear it out, I can trade the break and retest here, right? Break and retest, yo, unknown BMB, bro. Great job, good job. Yes, great fucking job. You needed to break. Because any kind of closure here brings us back in range. We need to fill the range, then retest. Good job, brother. But the rejection areas, you never want a closure and a closure in another direction in these rejection areas. You want price to just clear all the orders out. The same way it did here, you just want a straight drive through this area. Patience is virtue. Stop. Typically trade on the 1 hour? No, I typically trade on all the time frames. Why? Because you saw me talking to everyone while on the 1 hour time frame? No, that means nothing. That means nothing. I just typically pay attention to the levels that fall in line with the smaller and the higher time frames. So the 15, the 30, the 1 hour, the 4 levels, they fall in line. I like to look for positions at those areas. You know what I did there? I know what you did there, but where are your stops? On you stops. What it actually no, there's no what you're right, bro. Four-hour closing on futures in 7, 6, 5, 4. Oy vey. I don't know. Do you want to look for a bottom wick here to this area and tap it? Unless if this doesn't flip bullish, I think we can do that. If this just comes down bottom wick heavy, stops here. Wait, where's my keyboard? That is a 4-hour closure here with no bottom wick, and we've opened up with no top wick. Unless this daily just wants to fucking push and fill that whole daily wick. That's a daily support too here, right? 4-hour. Daily's lower by what? Oh, the entry on the daily would be like 30 pips lower. Tough. I was just about to call it a session. That is an ugly closure, but we've done open so well here, man. When did this happen? This happened at noon today, right? This is lovely. If we don't get a bullish flip, I think we might have some. Ah, you motherfucker. All right. That makes things a bit more difficult. You're in buys? Yeah, I mean, good luck. I think we still tap down here, but if you're in buys and if it doesn't, congrats. Good luck. I hope the forces of evil become confused on the way to your house, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a stream here. There's no range based on that candle. There is range on the break of the lows here. But I'm going to need a closure, which means this candle is going to have to close bullish, and I'm going to need the next candle to close below it. Honestly, I'm lying. I don't want to trade this range at all right here. 58 to 40, 47 to 47. I'm going to stay out of it. So when I call it a session here, I'm really going to call it a session for the night. I'm not going to trade in the signal chain anymore. I don't want to trade back into this range because we can reject out of it with that bearish 4-hour closure below the range, right? So we can still retest the lows here, but I don't want to trade those buys back into the range. And for the sells, I'm gonna need a bullish closure, like a fake out, come back up in range and fake out and come back down. This is where I'd want to see sells, okay?
I don't think you ever updated the stream record and the trade.
I did 577, I did.
Oh, okay.
After you asked, I did it.
Okay.
Oh, after you said it.
Sells, that's why I was confused.
Oh, yeah, we took buys. I'm sorry. I just updated how much we made. You're right. You are right. Appreciate that. So if we can close like this, wrong color, right? If we can do that and close below it, then I'll do that. I want to set up a little range below it. Just a strong rejection area. Right, if we can kind of do this, but this is good. This should come down into the lows here. Yeah, I'm not going to trade this. I wanted the buy here. I was thinking about taking a buy before we had this bottom wick, because this no bottom wick here tells us we should come back up and flip bullish. But we've created a range in a bottom wick here when it did that. And as we flip bullish, we've grabbed orders, and now we're filling that range with momentum. So we should break through it. Okay, I'm not going to have any orders here. I'm going to wait for the market to establish a low, a support, come back up, and then I might have buy limit orders off this area if we come back down here, or I might have sells as we retest, right, on a break and retest. But right now, I just want to smash through this area. Remember I said we don't want the candle holding support here and closing bullish in a rejection area, because then that likely takes us up, or we're going to need more candles to print. So this way, this is good, that it's just filling this area. Right, off this area, if it comes back up, right, if we fill this area down and it comes back up, if we're going to drive back up, the market should not close below here. If it does, like if it does this, that doesn't mean take a buy immediately on the 15. If it does that, you're going to need the 30 as well, multiple time frames to fall in line. So maybe the next 15 does this, 30 still closes above, right, and then you can pull up. Sorry. I pull up, and then you can do this, right? Sell your play, or just a closure above on multiple time frames. But if you understand the market, it doesn't drive in a straight line, right? So it's not going to tap this and come right back up in a straight line. You see how it kind of played around here? If I like that level and I want to close back above there, but it'll typically take some time. So it might give you a bullish candle, might give you a bearish candle, and then you're like, all right, we're continuing down. But if it doesn't break, right, and it pulls back up, look, if you close above that most recent area here, you're heading back up. It takes some time to do a U-turn. You don't get off the highway and jump right back on the entrance the other way. You have to go around, right, and get back on the highway the other way. Same thing here. Market is driving. It takes a little while for it to turn around, not one candle. Problem is one candle here can be like 600 pips, right? So you can take advantage of that part. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get out of this range. This would be so much easier to trade. all of this is much easier to trade than this chop. All right, gang, thank you for rocking with me today. Congrats to everybody that took the W, another W for another lovely Asian session. I would love to do a little reel and some W's. Spam some W's anyway. Drop a like, sub to the channel. But I gotta run. I'm gonna go put my kids to bed. Please share this stream. Help me out, gang. Right? Help me grow this community. And honestly, in turn, it'll benefit you because as the community grows, I'll put in more effort into it. And like, we'll have better outcomes, maybe longer streams, but we want the community growing. And I want it growing with me, not watching me grow. You know what I mean? So get involved as much as possible. Bring your A game, bring your breakdowns, bring your mental capital and intellectual honesty. And we'll continue this tomorrow morning. And tomorrow's Friday, so no Asian session tomorrow. Asian session will be back on Sunday for the private gang, for everyone in the Signal channel, and then Monday we'll continue Asian session as regular. But tomorrow morning we will have a New York session stream to close out the week. All right? I think has it been an undefeated week? I think it has. All right, yep, let's call it. Zoom gang, appreciate you guys as always. See you guys in the clubhouse. Thank you for the W's. Mods, thank you for helping me run the stream. Signal channel, take a break, get some rest. I'm gonna go put my kids to bed and probably get some rest because today was rough. It was a long day for me. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. Like I said, thank you for showing up and rocking with me. I appreciate you guys. Let's get to 27.5K subs. We are almost there. Wait, before we dip, I want to see how many subs we got till 27.5K. Maybe we can get there on stream. Tusa 27,498, 499. Can we get one more sub? One more, gang. I'm gonna refresh this. Can we? One more sub. Come on. 27,499. I'm gonna keep refreshing. Give me one more sub. Come on, gang. Just do it. Do it for the stream. Do it for the stream here. There we go. 27,502. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. We got to 27.5K. Amazing. I love it. Thank you, gang. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's keep that same energy. Let's keep it rocking. And thank you to all the new subs. You did it. Thank you. I will see you guys tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. sharp. Oh, I'm sorry. Tomorrow's a bit later, 8:30, 8:45. I'm here. Okay. So go stream hot until then, and then when I show up at 8:30, 8:45, I want to see you guys on this stream. But bring your A game, share the stream, drop a like, sub to the channel before you dip. As for me, my time here is up. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. And just like that, another Asian session is in the books. Appreciate each and every single one of you. See you tomorrow. Have a good night. Later.